to treat in the near future. So we don't want to have too much and too long of the inflammation. This is the second product in the YH. It's called glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant. If you have heard glutathione before, people who go for glutathione injection, you heard IV injection. In fact, glutathione injection, of course, the best to get a doctor to do it. Then the qualified doctors know how much to inject. But if the safest way is still to stick on the Lifewave glutathione patch, I will explain a little bit more. So glutathione is a tripeptide made from the amino acid glycine, cysteine, and glutamic acid. Most of these amino acid you have to get it from meat, like red meat, chicken, fish, and things like that, and also eggs, milk. So for people who practice vegetarian, then they probably need to supplement with some supplement, because these are the main component, the raw material to make up glutathione. So if you don't have this raw material, you cannot make this glutathione in the body. And glutathione is a very important antioxidant that may extend your life, boost your immunity, and also improve your strength and performance and reduce the risk of age-related disease. If you search, why is it so? Because when we expose to free radicals like pollution, sun rays, any free radical foods and things like that. So what the antioxidant do is they donate electron so that it make it stable. If not, this free radical will just go around the cell and attack the cell and cause damage. So glutathione is a master antioxidant whereby it can donate this electron to make it stable.
Very cold.
Later, carnosine is also another antioxidant that can donate this. So carnosine and glutathione is a antioxidant that can unpair this unpaired electron to make it stable. So it's very important that we control this free radical in the body. And you can see here, if let's say you have a lot of imbalance of free radicals, which leads to cell and tissue damage, and includes diabetic, cancer, cardiovascular. You can search in the internet. Glutathione is all related to every organ in the body. So glutathione again is mainly produced in the liver. So that's why people who drink a lot of alcohol, if their liver is damaged, then their glutathione level is also goes down quite a lot. So that's why you need to supplement with a lot of glutathione. So one thing good about here is that you can take glutathione supplement, but it's only increased 30 to 40%. Reason is because when you take the glutathione, it goes down to the stomach, the acid will just destroy most of the day. You only take up about 30 to 40%. So you need to have a proper diet of milk, protein, dark leafy greens, orange supplement. This is another precursor of glutathione. It's called N-acetylcysteine. You can search NAC. This supplement you take, they will be like the raw material to produce this glutathione. But what is more amazing in our glutathione patch is that the moment you patch this one, our patch, if your diet are okay with milk, meat, and protein, within 24 hours, it will help you to boost up your glutathione level by 300 to even 500%. So the clinical study, you can see that most of the participants in there, they increase their glutathione by 3 to 5 times more. So let's say your glutathione level normally is 10 milligram inside, but after you patch this, it will become 30 to 40 milligram within 24 hours. So you keep your glutathione level high, then when you have these free radicals coming in, it will help you to deactivate the free radicals. So this is very important, very fast way and safe way of boosting up your glutathione. And people who put glutathione because they go for injection because for the skin, they like glutathione so that they become whitening, they become have flawless skin, right? So you can actually try it out. This glutathione, it actually also helps with the skin, especially people with a lot of pimples. You can try with this glutathione as well. Yeah. These are the result. You can actually get it from our back office. All this glutathione. And, yeah. So it supports the immune system, improves skin appearance, and improves the cellular organs. And again, the placement is a glutathione. One of the more distinct placement, if you can see here, is below the throat. Why it's below the throat is because we do talk to a lot of people in our daily life, right? So for people who do a lot of sales, it's good to patch this glutathione below the throat, yeah. And for people who drink a lot, they can patch at this part, which is the strengthen the liver of the glutathione there. So these are some of the placement position. But today we wanted to talk a little bit more on carnosine. Actually, before this presentation today, I prepared and studied through all the carnosine. This carnosine is for people. Carnosine is a dipeptide. Just now the glutathione is a tripeptide, right? This is a di. So there are two amino acids. It's called beta-alanine and histidine. Amino acid is the smallest molecule of the protein. So let's say one amino acid plus one amino acid is called di. Two. Just now three is tripeptide, right? So many amino acid combined together become polypeptide. And many polypeptide combined together is called protein. So actually protein is a very big molecule of amino acid. And of course, protein with specific function like enzyme, hormone, these are all proteins. So that's why when you break it down to the smallest unit, which is the amino acid, these are the one that beta-alanine and histidine. So it's found high concentration in the brain, muscle, and also the heart. So carnosine is found very high in the brain, heart, and muscle. You just need to remember these three things: brain, heart, and muscle. So why it's so important is because as we age, our memory also not so good, right? As we age, our flexibility is also not so good. Our muscle also not so good. Because as we age, we lost the muscle. Every year we lost about 3 to 4% kind of a muscle mass. So carnosine is very good for the brain, the muscle, and the heart. Okay, these three areas. And first of all, I realized that carnosine is very good for the elderly people, especially people who's above 45 or 50 and above. It's very good because as we age, we want to age gracefully, right? No one want to age whereby not so gracefully. So we want to age gracefully. Actually, carnosine helps that a lot. First of all, it helps with the muscle. So thought to enhance the muscle. And also for people who do sports. Who do sports? Oh, not many. Yeah. So the people who do a lot of sports, then they will feel pain because during the sport, intensive sport, you have accumulation of lactic acid. But those who don't do sport also will feel pain. Sometimes you sleep halfway, right? Got cramp. So pain and cramp because the lactic acid built up in the muscle, and because lack of this compound called carnosine. That's why sometimes you feel cramp. So you need this to so that if you got cramp, you can do this and try it out. it will soothe down the cramp and then you will not feel so pain. And then the other part is that just now I mentioned is the flame. So for people who have wanted to have better memory, better short-term memory, long-term memory, and also in terms of flexibility in their mind, sharp mind, then you should also use this carnosine. Actually, carnosine is very, very powerful. So one of the things that carnosine do very well is that it will protect the telomere. So this is our chromosome. As we age, telomere is the end of the tail here. These are all called telomeres. As we age, the telomere gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Okay? Shorter and shorter and shorter. So what carnosine did is they protect this shortening. And the result that they did in the mice, they have shown that by putting the carnosine, they actually extend the lifespan of the mice by 30 to 40%. Yeah. But this is done in the animal, the mice. So they have yet to do on the human. So far, we have not had a long term. Doesn't mean that you put it, you live 100 years, then you become 130 and 140 years. But it is shows that it actually protects this telomere. So these are the studies, telomere lifestyle cancer and aging. Because as we age, our telomeres get shortened. But with this carnosine, it actually protects this shortening, so it will most probably extend your lifespan. Extend lifespan is okay. People like that, but they want to have a quality life. So carnosine actually is the one that I think is very powerful for extending the life with quality. Yeah. It's also improved in flexibility, strength, and endurance. So for people who can do running for a long period of time, you can run even longer. These are the things. One thing when I did the research, they mentioned that in the IFU, in your instruction book, they recommend you 1 week use 3 times, right? I think they say Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Yeah. So people ask me why 1 week 3 times, why not every day? Correct. Yeah, because the clinical study, most of the clinical study that David Street performed, they put on the human is 1 week 3 times. And because carnosine itself, the lifespan in carnosine is longer. They actually stay in the body maybe 2 to 3 days when they freshly produce. Then they go be utilized, then they produce again. So the lifespan of carnosine in the body is longer compared to glutathione. Glutathione lifespan is only about 7 to 10 minutes. That's why people ask me, hey, can I measure glutathione or not? After I test, how do I know glutathione increased to 100%? How do you know? Correct? How do you know? So what they did was they measured the urine. So one of the things that glutathione did very well is to detox. So they detox heavy metal. Like glutathione is a master detoxification for heavy metals like this iron, heavy metal like arsenic. So what they did was they measured on the heavy metal in your urine. So before and after you patch. So after you patch, actually your body's heavy metal goes up by quite a lot. So they have a comparison graph. So then they will know that actually the glutathione level has gone up. So your urine will come out with a lot of high this heavy metal after you patch the glutathione. So similarly in carnosine, carnosine also can detox. Carnosine is very good in detoxification of aluminum. Those who like to drink can drink can. So can actually got a lot of leaching of the aluminum. So try to drink from the bottle is better, glass bottle, rather than the aluminum can. Because aluminum can got a lot of this aluminum leaching to the drink. So, but if you have carnosine, then you can patch it, and then they will detox the aluminum out. Okay, that is the function of the carnosine, which is very powerful actually. Carnosine. The other one is it improves the all the 10 organs. So what Lifewave did is they measure the organ function of pancreas, liver, kidney, left and right kidney, intestine, the hypothalamus and thyroid gland. So it actually improves all the function. And the data is quite significant. So most of the sample that they everyone, so at least 95%, all of them 100% is all improved. Increase the physiology function. So they measure the improvement of the organs. So and as I mentioned, when we age, we wanted to be have good stamina. We want to have strength and flexibility as we age. We want to have overall improvement of our health. So this carnosine, after I research, is actually not only for the old, for the younger people who want to have exam, to have good memory, they actually can put carnosine. It's really very powerful to prevent Alzheimer, dementia, all these kind of long-term diseases. I think this is an excellent product for carnosine. And also one thing, carnosine also very good in the eye, because actually our eye have our eye area have quite a lot of carnosine. So as we age, that's why people when they age, their eyes get always dry, very dry, and they got this bloopers. Or something there, so or glaucoma and things like that. So carnosine does help on the eyesight. And if you go and buy some eye drop, they actually put in the carnosine solution inside the eye drop.
You've got your answer there.
It helps with the eye. So you can check it out. Carnosine also been very good for the eyesight.
You can place it here. You can place it here.
So where should we put carnosine? Maybe tonight, since we are talking about carnosine, I just want everyone to try it out. Can I get my staff to dispatch each one carnosine? Yeah.
Yeah, so we get one carnosine.
You can just patch. Yeah. You can. So there are a few areas to patch. You can try any one of the areas. Yeah. So for people who put X39, you can actually put
it's any of this
CV6. CV6 is here. You can put between the lung.
Between the lung, or just below your bra area there.
Or you can you can put on the right hand. Yeah. This is the right hand. You can put on the right hand here.
Renox.
Actually, why you have so many places?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey,
Asha?
Someone here. Sorry, Okay. We will make sure everybody get one. We will make sure everybody so that everybody can try.
You can follow anywhere of the on the patches there.
So always sending here.
Okay, we just stay first. Take a while to stick it.
No, uncle, don't put there. Because later when you go out, people will be asking you. But if you have an eye issue, you gotta put it out.
Yeah, everybody get one. So.
Where you gonna put?
Keep first.
Don't forget, I don't lose. Don't lose it.
Okay, you can choose anyone to patch, any place that you would like to patch. Maybe this part is this part also very good.
This one X39 also, is it?
For men is lower back.
At the back.
Lower back is in sinus.
Endurance or strength.
I help you.
say one more, so okay.
One more, one more, one more. Thank you. Husband don't have.
Don't worry, don't worry.
I know.
Okay.
This product
So just now you all stick already, final few slide only. Then you all can go
yeah, exactly.
Actually, extra you give your husband. You use one, you give your husband one.
Okay, this is what happened just now. Okay, you give me 2 minutes, then we finish the slide. Okay. So this is what happened. Your body actually can this heat. Okay, now. Okay, 2 more minutes.
Calm down, everyone. Calm down.
Okay, this is what happened. Because why I want you to try is that because you are seeing what is happening now. So the heat, everybody got body heat, right? The body heat about 37.5 C. So the body heat is a form of infrared. So as long as everybody have this body heat, it will activate the patch. So how it activates is that our patch actually trap this infrared and reflect it back through the skin a certain wavelength. So just now, you have glutathione patch, you have ion patch, and you have the carnosine patch. Each patch, they reflect the wavelength is different. Just like in radio. You got 98.8 FM, right? Then you got 101.5, right? So the radio frequency for each are different. So when you tune to that, you will go to that station, right? Similarly, the wavelength that reflects back to the skin are different. I think carnosine probably in the range of 860 nanometer. They use nanometer. 860 nanometer. So that's the range of the carnosine that reflects back. So the moment they reflects back this wavelength, what it will do is that it reflects here, they reflects this. Then they will tell the cell, to produce carnosine. So this is very fast because unlike X39 takes a bit longer because X39 they need to increase the GHK copper peptide, right? Then from GHK copper peptide, it will ask to stimulate the stem cell. So GHK copper peptide then stimulate the stem cell is actually a two-step process. Instead of this one step, this is just one step. The moment you stimulate the cell, the carnosine will just goes up the level. So it will just tell the cell in the body, whether it's the brain or the cell, the rest, they send the signal. They send the signal throughout the body. That is why when you patch, it's good to drink water. After you patch, it's good to drink water because this signal need to travel across the body using the water. The water is the conductor to travel the signal. So if your body don't have enough water, the signal goes to the body also weak.
Yes.
So you must have enough signal. So beside the signal, you must also have the raw material. Just now I mentioned, for carnosine, you need to have this beta-alanine and histidine. So beta-alanine and histidine, if you Google, the main material or the food that contains is the red meat. So for people who is a vegetarian, then you need to supplement yourself with beta-alanine supplement. So for people who are not vegetarian, then it's okay as long as you have meat in your
Purposely
diet,
doing or
you
what?
should have the raw material plus the water. Then it will actually produce the carnosine for you across the body. So the patch will work very, very well if you have the proper diet, proper hydration. Another thing the body works the patch works very well is if you have also proper sleep. So you must have proper sleep, proper exercise, proper diet, and also proper hydration. So basically, the basic thing you must do, not because you patch this one, then you can just simply eat, don't need to sleep. It doesn't work like that. So you still need to practice the basic proper, lifestyle. Then the patch work even better under that kind of condition. So this is the case, and I think that's all. We can share this slide. These are all reference from the Lifewave webinar. We actually do this every bi-weekly on the webinar. So we have a Eon webinar, we have a glutathione webinar, and then we also have the carnosine webinar. So all this I will share it out to your leaders. Then you can get a copy from your leaders. Then you can watch a little bit details. So all the information actually summarized from the webinar actually. So thank you. That's all. Any questions, please. We can open for Q&A. Any questions?